Kinda had to do an abrupt end there so that the next video would start with this. Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 4. Dr. Cossack, Stage 2. It's green and purple. And I am very observant. Anyway, let's just move on. Pretty simple so far. Some energy down there if you want it. And I do, because I used a lot of the ring in that last fight. There we go. Pretty simple to just fall down there and slide under here. I like doing that more than actually trying to jump across. Even when the energy's gone. If I happen to die. Which I can do sometimes with this little segment here. I don't need energy yet. I'll grab the one up here, though. One thing you need to be sure of when you launch the rush jet is that you're standing on the far edge of him as much as you can be. Because if you're... Ow. Never liked these things, especially... I always suspected them as being like instant death spikes, and fortunately they're not. But yeah, I thought that they were for the longest time. So it always scared me having to jump across these things. But anyway, on that last screen, the previous one, if you're too much on the left side of Rush, then Rush is going to run into the... Not having much luck with that, am I? If you're too much on the left side of Rush, Rush is going to run into the wall before you really get right up to the ladder, so you might end up falling down off of Rush and into the instant death spikes before you realize it. And that's not fun. Okay, you know what? I'm using the balloon. I am cheating. There. Okay. I made it up there without cheating when I was doing the practice run, but whatever. I don't really care what I have to do. If the game will give me something, I'm not afraid to use it. Some people say it's cheap to use weakness weapons, and it's cheap to use energy tanks. And, you know, it kinda is, but I think that everyone just kinda has to play to whatever skill they have, basically. If the game is difficult enough as it is without trying to use those things, then why limit yourself? If the game is too easy for you, that's when you should try and not use sub-tanks or not use weakness weapons or any of that kind of thing, because bosses always do go down a lot easier with weakness weapons. Like, I mean a lot easier. And of course, being able to totally refill your health could be viewed as cheap, so, you know. Just go with whatever works for you. If you're having trouble, if the game's difficult enough for you, go ahead and, I say, use whatever the game gives you to use. There's no sense in limiting yourself unless the game is too easy. But anyway, that's quite enough rambling about that, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'll refill the balloon. And finally, we're gonna get to see the wire in action. You press up and fire, and it latches onto the ceiling, and you can pull yourself up. And I kinda let myself fall there. I didn't mean to do that. You want to get up here so that you can blow this away with the drill and get yet another energy tank. Makes up for the one I used in the, I should say, the one I wasted in the last boss fight. Don't need another one up, but I'll show you how you can get that easily, although I'm sure you guessed already. Wire. Oh, yeah. But you don't want to be too close, otherwise that'll happen. But yeah. Pretty easy to just get up and get that one up like that. So, the last boss was weak against the Dust Crusher. The last boss was weak against the Ring Boomerang, and this boss is weak against the Dust Crusher. And this is a rather interesting boss. As you can see, there's nothing here. There will be. Right away, you want to kind of slide under it like that. Then you want to jump into it and slide underneath that so you don't, die or anything. But, yeah, you need to get inside it so you can shoot the big red core there. And you always gotta repeat that pattern. Slide underneath it, and then jump into it. It's a pretty simple but interesting boss, and it goes down easily enough, especially with the weakness weapon. That'll do it for this video. See you next time.